All right, so today is Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the month, February 4th, and welcome to the Iron Ridge Collective, where administrators from all four schools join us. As always, the person speaking is the one being recorded as well as the slides. Um, However, we in a live situation like this, we can see the participants. Thank you for joining us, whether it's live or whether it's joining us after the fact and watching the recording. And we do want to continue to send out these recordings, post them on our website so parents can be informed of what's going on with our schools. Today, all four schools will be here. Also with our special guests, the Mayor of Blackfalds, Jamie Hoover, who will bring us some updates and some information about events coming up, especially the Winterfest that's coming up in Blackfalds, which is an exciting event for the community. We will go ahead and start with Iron Ridge Elementary with Caitlin Fezzik.
Hi there. Okay, welcome. Some big things. We had an awesome kind of January back to school from the Christmas break. Teachers have been working really hard on getting their portfolios ready to go out on Friday. They'll be ready. You can log in to see valuable updates on your child's academic progress, and you can comment and see everything that's on there. So that goes out on Friday. We have new RTI sessions that are running, so response to intervention for grades 1 to 3 students. So we were lucky enough to hire an extra 0.5 position to help do some extra RTI, and the focus is on reading and phonemic awareness. So there's lots of groups happening, lots of pullouts that are going on, so we're really excited about that. We had our first parenting session last week, and the topic was on managing aggressive behavior and routines for students. And we have another one coming up on February 12th, and the focus is effective bedtime routines and the importance of sleep. So you don't have to register for that. You can just show up at the school, and it's in a room, and it starts at 2:00, so right before dismissal. Our winter carnival is planned for this Friday. It is dependent on the weather. If it's a no-go this Friday, we will reschedule for February 28th, where hopefully the weather looks a little bit better. We have no school February 15th to 23rd for our winter break, where we have PD, Teachers Convention, and a wellness day. Our themed events in January were a lot of fun. We did 80s Day for the 80th day of school, and we had Jersey Day, which was a big hit and lots of participation from everyone. Our theme days coming up on the 14th is Wear What You Love Day, so students can wear whatever it is they love, favorite shirts, favorite hoodies, hats, whatever makes them happy, whatever they love, they can wear. On the 28th, we will have our Pink Shirt and IREC Day shirt day on that day instead of the 26th. The 26th is our 100th day of school, so many students and teachers have activities already planned for that day. We are looking for members to fundraise for our school, for our fundraising body, which is Fires. Unfortunately, the chairs and the people on the board right now are stepping down, and we need to have 5 members to run it. So if you would like to join that society, we would love to hear from you. Please email the school, and we're looking to get that started as soon as possible. Those are kind of all of our updates for the month.
Oh, fantastic. One thing that is unique and fantastic about our Blackfalds schools is the fundraising societies that we have and how parents have been involved. So while it's been a little more challenging getting school councils up and running, we do have active parents in fundraising. So it's a great way to join and have a direct impact on the schools. So thank you for that. Thank you to the elementary. And I've heard that elementary parents love that they log in and they get their news first, and then they can leave, which is fine. We totally support that. But please do stay sometimes so you can hear the wonderful things happening in the other schools and hear about our special guests that are coming up. So Lacey Elliott is with us, principal of Iron Ridge Intermediate.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for joining us on this very cold day. I want to start by just sending a big thank you out to a few people who joined us last Friday at the Lacombe Memorial Center for the Wolf Creek School Division Stakeholder Summit. Stephanie Dodman, who's in attendance here today, she joined us as our parent representative, and we had a student, Lucas Stendy, as well as two teachers, Heidi O'Neill and Tricia Peterson, and one of our EAs, Miss Terry Hill. So we had a great day. We did some brainstorming, a lot of great discussions, and we're able to help give some input to the school district as they set out to make a new 4-year plan for our schools. So that was awesome. I wanted to send a big kudos to our parent community after the last couple of cold days. The day that the buses weren't running, we know that many of you called in and left messages, and then probably got an attendance phone call because our admin assistant was going through hundreds of messages and maybe hadn't marked your child excused. So thank you for just recognizing that that process takes quite a bit of time in the morning, and that we had it under control. It took over an hour for our admin assistant to get through all of the attendance messages and update everything so that we knew who was where. And so we just appreciated that nobody panicked when they got those automated calls. I, as always, am getting new additions to our student-led clubs. And so recently we've had a couple of different groups get some dodgeball up and running here in our gym. And so we've got a grade 5 group and a grade 6 group. That's been the latest student-run club edition. Today, some girls were chatting with me about bracelet making, which I gave them the green light for. So we'll have a nice indoor club in our nest, hopefully coming up soon. We have other clubs as well as things like drawing and crochet and any number of fun things outside. So one of the things I do love is when kids decide they're going to take ownership over these clubs and they run them, and they have to come and remember to make their announcements so people remember to show up, and they promote them, and they gather people to participate in them. And it's just a nice way for kids to be leaders here in our school. A big thank you to Jamie Hoover, who's also in attendance today. He was here the other day doing muffins with the mayor. We had our mathathon way back in November, and some students selected a coupon for muffins with the mayor as a prize for that. And he never disappoints. He showed up with a couple giant boxes of Timbits and hopped all the kids up with sugar and did some trivia with them, and just had a really nice little time with them, and they learned a little bit about government too while he was here, which was fabulous for our grade 6s especially. So thanks to that, it's always a beloved prize for our mathathon. And along with that, Constable Jeff will be gathering up a few of our kids as well and taking them along for a ride in his cruiser around town as one of our other mathathon prizes that kids got a chance to select. So we have, I think, about 12 kids that are headed out to cruise around town with Constable Jeff and cause a little bit of mischief with him. Always a fun time there. So that's coming up on the 12th. And the last mathathon prize that kids get to cash in on finally is those who chose coupons for pizza with the principal. I have had a lot of pizza lately. I had pizza with the principal a couple of weeks ago. And so here we go again. But this one is just for the mathathon winners. So on Valentine's Day, I'm very much looking forward to having some pizza box pizza, because it is the best in town. There's a shameless plug for the pizza box. And spending time with the kids who've chosen that as a prize. So that will be great. We do have a couple of spirit days coming up. We've got our Valentine's Day wearing pink or red. So whatever your favorite one is, you can wear that on the 14th. And on that day, there's a school-wide heart find. Mrs. O'Neill is busy bustling around, hiding hearts all over the building so that kids can find them. And on February 26th, we will do our pink shirt day here. And if you would just like to spend more face time with us, we would encourage you to stick around and join us for the joint school council meeting today at 4 o'clock. You can use the same link as this meeting. Very much looking forward to having all of our school communities come together.
It is true. We don't, we don't have any stake in promoting the pizza box, but Lacey and I have decided that they're the best pizza in town, and so we don't get any discounts either. Perhaps we should look into that, but the kids think it's great, and it's a fun time. Thank you to our community partners who also contribute and prizes and all the all of the fun connections we have with the community. Really, really appreciate those. And moving on to junior high with Principal Nicole Rawlinson.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Hi, everybody. And before I go into our summary here, our updates, we literally just delivered pizza from, what is the name of it? Pizza Box here to our staff as they're doing parent-teacher interviews tonight. So I'm smelling it as I'm sitting here. So thanks for bringing that up. Okay, well, it is hard to believe that we have finally said goodbye to January, the month of 52 weeks, and ready to get into February here. Just a few things just to alert parents to. The end of January obviously marks the end of our term 1. And we had kids working really hard and teachers working hard to prepare our kids for their midterms for language arts and math. And then just getting everybody kind of all caught up in any outstanding work done at this time. So they kind of start term 2 with a fresh new slate. And so typically at the end of January, we do send home a paper copy of the report card, updating parents with all that wonderful information. But this year, we ran into a little bit of a brick wall on that. Wolf Creek is developing a common junior high report card, much like what has been done at the elementary level for the last 2 years, and discovered that there were some glitches within the program and some calculations in there that were causing some major issues and not providing accurate information. So on a dime, we had to pivot and decided to maybe get caught up to date with a lot of other schools. And we did not send home paper report cards, but all student marks and reports were updated in the online parent portal and student portal. And so we quickly last week had to send out tons of communication, letting parents know to hop on to their parent portal with their kids and take a look at the current grades that they had, and also take time to look at the comments that teachers put a lot of time into and making sure parents were well informed. And then, and as I said, so tonight we have our first night of our parent-teacher interviews to follow up our reporting season. So that's going to get started here in the next little while, and again on Thursday night. So any parents that are listening to this, if you haven't booked an appointment, that it's not too late, you can go ahead and do that for Thursday. And also, I remember last month I was letting you know about our next round of options, so our Q3 options that we were preparing for. And we had done a student survey just to kind of hear from kids. We've put a lot of effort into building up and strengthening our option program this year. And we took some time at the beginning of January to survey our kids just to kind of get a sense of, you know, are we hitting the mark, or are there some things that we're missing that they wanted to see more of? And I was really excited to see those results, and even more happy to see that our staff took the feedback from our parents. And out of our 16 options that we had that started yesterday, about 10 of them were brand new, hadn't been done yet this year. So our staff really took the feedback from the kids and looked at some things that maybe we haven't been doing and offered a great new menu for our kids. So those just started yesterday, and we're looking forward to seeing kids getting settled in with that. And I know options aren't always the key priority because we're focused on our academics, but in junior high, that's one of the key things that the kids look forward to when they get to grade 7 is having options. And we're really committed to offering a really robust option menu for our kids and giving them lots of great hands-on and life experience with that. So we're excited about that. And on to our next big event. We've been, as I've reported this year to you, we have been deeply committed to creating school-wide events that really create opportunities for our students and staff and parents and community to connect. And so the next big event that we have coming up is our Wellness Day on February 26th. And so we've made some changes to this year, again, just responding to the needs of our kids and the size of our school with being just grade 7 and 8. And so the day is broken kind of into 2 choices for the day. The first is our Wellness Day here at the school. And we have revamped this quite a bit. So students who choose this option, they get to come and hang out at the school for the morning. And I'm just going to pull up my schedule beside me here so I can make sure I get it all right for you. So we will be kicking off the morning with Mr. Wilson with some motivation and Minute to Win It to get everybody pumped up for the day. We are also going to be then giving kids pancake breakfast. And then they will go into 2 choices of sessions of their choice, kind of a conference style. We have 6 different sessions that they get to choose from, and they will get into 2 of those. So just to give you a sense, we have partnered with Family Resource Network. They will be coming to do fairy gardens. We've also partnered with Big Brothers Big Sisters, who are coming to do some mindful crafts with our kids. And then with our Indigenous education partners through central office, coming to do some beading and some games. And then we have some of our first responders from the community that are coming to talk to the kids just about what it is like to be in the shoes of a first responder in Blackfalds and area, and talk to them about some of their experiences and maybe motivate our kids to want to pursue that in their future. Then we also have some outdoor, hopefully snowshoeing and other games. And our final session is some martial arts with Lionheart Martial Arts. So we have a great menu of options for our kids, trying to be really diverse and hopefully kind of hit some interest for the majority of our kids. And then following that, we will be, after lunch, our kids who are part of our wellness day, they'll be hopping on the bus and heading into Red Deer to GH Dot to go swimming for the afternoon. So that's an exciting plan for our wellness day. The other choice on that day that our kids have is to attend our ski and snowboard trip at Canyon for the full day. So for kids that want to hit the slopes, and hopefully we get some more snow before then, they will hit the slopes for the day and hopefully enjoy a great day of snowboarding or skiing. So we're looking forward to an awesome day. No matter what kids choose, there's hopefully something there for everybody, was really our goal. And I just wanted to point out here too, or to plead, we do need lots of parent volunteers for this day, whether it's hanging out here at the school with us, helping to make sure things run smoothly, and most importantly, help us with making some pancakes that morning. The other is we do need a lot of help at Canyon, whether it's on the slope, skiing with the kids, helping to supervise, or hanging out in the chalet there for the kids that might need a hand in there. So if you're interested in joining us for either of those events, please just give our office a call, and we'd love to have you for the day. And then other things coming up, much like the other schools, our students will be participating in some social emotional lessons. I see I didn't make this change. We just on Friday had this postponing this until April. So we can look forward to that coming up in April. And then our Pink Shirt Day, we're doing that ×2 this year because, of course, the 26th, which is Pink Shirt Day, happens to be our wellness and ski day. So we're going to do it twice that week on the 25th and the 26th, so we can really pay close attention and give honor to that day. And of course, our basketball teams are in full swing. I think I mentioned before, but just want to really highlight, we have 3 boys teams in full swing here and a girls team. And it's great to see how many of our students are participating with that. So I think that's everything. Like always, if you have any questions, just call our office, and always love to encourage you parents to stay connected with us on our newsletters, our website, and our social media.
Fantastic. I was so curious last time when you talked about the options survey and what was coming up. So I'm really glad to hear that, like you said, 10 of the options being offered are brand new. So that's fantastic. It's a real testament to, we want to know, we want you to give feedback and then applying that. And your wellness day sounds fantastic. So excited for those students.
Yes, thank you. We're looking forward to it too.
Awesome. Ed Coles has his mic on. He's ready to go.
Yeah, Nicole, take note. Yeah, we just finished our exams. Everything went very smoothly. We had our parent portal shut off while teachers were, upgrading marks and things like that. So semester 2 started February 3rd. Our current options for grade 9s are art, metals, woods, foods, yoga, and spin. It's a class together. strategic games, sports performance, and media arts, while our grade 10s and 11s are enjoying yoga, woodworking, fabrication, which is welding and metals, sports performance, foods, art, and drama. We're also working behind the scenes to get our grade 9 reading intervention program up and running soon. I'll turn it over to Ms. Valley from here.
We have a date for your calendars. The next school council meeting is going to be February 25th at 7 p.m. We had a really good turnout for the last one, but would always love to see more. So all parents are welcome to attend that. We are going to be sending out a parent student feedback survey, but that's going to be, stay tuned for that. And we have a new after school club opportunity being introduced this week, which is Miss Neufeld's Ceramics Club. This is going to run on Thursdays from 2:50 until 5 p.m. for grades 10 and 11. This is a chance for our students to spend some more time on our pottery wheels, and we're excited to see what they make. And lastly, our basketball teams already have their last home games coming up. Our 9s play this Thursday at 4, and our seniors play Monday, February 10th. And at that game, we will be unveiling our Cree Bison jerseys at 5:50 just before the game starts. So we would love to see lots of the community come out to watch and support our Bisons. And please stay tuned for a February newsletter in the next week or so. And I think that's it for us.
Oh, fantastic. So, very exciting. Unfortunately, the first day of the first semester was no bus day. So I'm guessing, as all the other schools have reported, attendance was probably, the other schools reported around 50%, which isn't ideal for the first day, but all students got to write exams. So that's a good thing because we didn't have any interruption there. Before we go on to Mayor Hoover, I just want to, and correct me if I'm wrong, when it comes to the snow day, we are learning how to best execute these no bus days, but the school's still open. And I think the messaging we got from division office and from talking to other principals and the admin assistants and how that went for them, it sounded like parents sending an email to the school email for attendance, the email attendance was a better option or a quicker option than a phone call. So I don't know if you want to give me a thumbs up. Is that kind of the messaging we want to send out there, is on those days sending an email is preferred? Is that what was the vibe out there? Okay, so just for parents listening in and having had our first no bus day, but the schools are open, just to kind of recap the school's vibes on how that went. All right. Jamie Hoover, Mayor of Blackfalds, thank you for joining us. You join us on a regular basis, but last time we didn't give you enough time to kind of share what's going on in the community, and something really cool is coming up. So we wanted to give you some time to share with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Carol. It's always nice to talk about something that I plan in advance. But I do want to say to Lacey, I really do enjoy the interaction with the mathathon winners. It's really fun to connect with our youth, but it gives me a great appreciation for what the teachers go through on a daily basis. And I only spent 30 minutes with the students, and I had donuts. So the fact that I could capture their attention, most of them, for almost the entire 30 minutes does make me appreciate what you have to do all day. And on that note, it looks like we're going to have all the grade 6 students joining us at the Civic Center on the 12th, all 4 classes for civics, which I've really enjoyed doing that in the past. We get to meet each class individually. They elect a mini town council, and they hold a mock council meeting. So it's fun to see the natural leaders and the ones that really like to hear themselves talk emerge in those meetings. So I'm excited for the 12th. So yes, upcoming, very exciting for us. As we all know, it's difficult to get people engaged in the winter. So our Winter Fest is one of the better functions that we hold in the town. And that's coming up on February 17th from 12 to 3. And there's a variety of things that are happening during Winterfest, and it is not weather dependent. It happens come snow or freezing cold, because fortunately we do have the Eagle Builder Center that most of the programs are held in. So a lot of them are indoors, and then the outdoor events are nearby that facility. So there's warming opportunities, and If you haven't been there for a little while, the Border Paving Plaza opened this past year, so we do have the fire pit, and that'll be going all day. But we do have the free family skate, which happens from 12 till 2. Blackfalds Youth Crew Family Bingo, that's the event that I tend to take part in the most, because it's a lot of fun bingo, and there's prizes, and it's quite fun to be competitive with other families in there. That's in the banquet room above Arena 2, actually, and you have to access it through Arena 1, but that one is great fun. And out front to the Eagle Business Center will be the fire department barbecue, with all the proceeds going towards one of our community volunteer firefighters that's going through some illness right now. So the funds will go to help his cause. There's the Dad's Day Off family games. So in the main concourse of the second floor of Eagle Builder Center, there'll be tables set up, and there'll be some fun games to play. And a lot of those games are, from what I noticed last year, are some of the more difficult games to learn. So Dad's Day Off will have volunteers. I think it's most of his family, because they're all very avid gamers, and they'll teach you some different games that you may not know how to play. So it's always good to learn. The public library is always great programming there, but in particular during the Winterfest, there'll be some figurine painting with some of the club members that are there on a regular basis. So anybody that's interested in miniatures and wants to learn how to get involved in that, drop by there between 12 and 4 o'clock. And then there is a Blackfalds Bulldogs game that same day. At 4 o'clock, they're playing Brooks Bandits, but they do have a skate with the Bulldogs after the game. So it's also something that's fun if the kids, which I think they get a pretty regular interaction with those players within the schools, but not necessarily on the ice. So that will be a great event. Now, that same week, we also have the Jim Hurley Free Skates, which happens every Sunday from 6:15 to 7:15. So that happens the day before the Winterfest. That same week on the 21st will be the PD Day free drop-in skate from 1:30 to 3:30. All of our 4 ice surfaces, outdoor ice surfaces, are open. They've been open for quite some time and very, very well used this season. So I expect that as long as there's not a lot of snow on the ground, those will also be utilized quite a lot in February. I just thought I would point out some of the notable youth programming that's happening at the Abbey Center throughout February and into March. There's Child Safe Canada Home Alone programs, and those are free. The next one is on February 18th from 2 to 4. There's a series called Inspiring Virtues for youth. So there's one for boys and one for girls, and those are held on the 27th and the 20th. So the boys are from 5 till 6, and the girls from 6:30 to 7:30. Red Cross Babysitters course. I think there's some cooking classes, but they're skipping February. So they had one in January, and they'll have another one in March. So something for families looking to get their kids involved with cooking. There's also an opportunity there. So we try our best to keep a fairly good schedule in the wintertime for indoor programs. Hope to see a lot of you out there. I'll see you at bingo if you're there.
Fantastic. That's so great to hear. I'm really curious about the timing between the Bulldogs game and skating with the Bulldogs, because I have a child who's a hockey player, and I'm concerned about the smell that the children will be experiencing.
Well, you'll get the full experience, I'm sure.
And also,
I don't think they shower.
Yeah, right? They're still in their full gear,
They're
so
still,
just
yeah,
beware.
that's right.
And for the Abbey Center, both my children work at the Abbey Center, and just to throw that out there, in March, start looking for, especially the high school staff week and junior high, start promoting the opportunity to volunteer either at the Abbey in the summer if they're not old enough to work at certain jobs. But they have a variety of summer jobs posted. They post them typically in March, getting ready for summer. So that might be something we want to promote. I mean, that would be giving more competition for my children, but yes.
Yeah, there's a number of different summer opportunities for older students, not only in Parks and Rec, but at the Abbey Center in particular, lifeguards. So anyone interested in that and has the right qualifications look for those postings.
Yeah, and camp counselors as well.
Camps, different camps.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We appreciate
welcome.
you coming out and being a really involved leader in the community, and we really, really appreciate that. And that our next meeting, our next collective will be March 4th, so the first Tuesday in March. And again, we want to promote this. We will send these links out for the live. I don't see any questions, but this is a great way to get information, and we do want to encourage people to reach out to us and ask us questions. And I want to thank everyone for joining us, whether it was live or after the fact virtually. And we typically take around 30 minutes, so that's great. Those of you that are staying for council, I think we're still planning to start at 4 o'clock, and it will be on this same link. Those of you hopping off, we appreciate you spending some time, administrators, and keep warm, everybody, and keep safe. And this is a group of schools here that care deeply for your children and want what's best for them, whether it's academic, social, emotional, their physical safety, and their health. This is why we come and we do this every day. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And for those of you staying on for joint council, we'll see you at 4.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, Nicole, I don't know if you can still hear me. I'm just going to stop the recording.
Yeah.